A raven lands on a branch and stares straight at you. A fixed, deliberate stare, not a passing glance. You wave. You walk on. You think nothing of it. Weeks or years later, that same bird finds you again. This time, it erupts into screaming calls. And other ravens dive straight at your head. People have suspected this for a very long time. Norse mythology gave Odin two ravens named Thought and Memory. Tibet, ancient Greece, Japan, the Pacific Northwest. None of these cultures ever met. And somehow they all reached the same conclusion. This bird is quietly taking notes on you. For most of history, that got written off as folklore. It sounds like a campfire story, until scientists finally decided to test it. In the mid-2000s, a research team at the University of Washington did exactly that. Wildlife biologist John Marsloff tested it directly on his own campus. He used crows, ravens' closest cousin. He caught wild crows on campus, clipped a tracking tag to each leg, released them unharmed. He did the entire thing while wearing a scary rubber, dangerous mask. A grown scientist walking around campus in a monster mask purely for the data. A second, calm mask was worn by other researchers who never even touched the birds. Later, just showing up in one mask or the other triggered wildly different reactions. The calm mask got almost nothing. The scary mask got screeching, mobbing, birds diving straight at the wearer's head. That alone would have been a notable result. But the researchers kept testing for years, on and off. The hostile response never faded. More than 7 years after the original trapping, crows still recognized that mask on sight. In some cases, this went on for over a decade. Most of these birds had only seen the mask once or twice in their entire lives. Some of them have held a grudge longer than most people keep a New Year's resolution. Most people never imagine a bird could hold a memory like that. This channel exists for exactly this, animal minds paying closer attention than anyone expects. If that crow story earned it, hit like, subscribe, and the next hidden memory will find you. But some of the crows joining the attack had a strange excuse. They had never been trapped themselves. Some of them weren't even born yet when the original capture happened. Young crows learned to scold the mask just by watching their parents panic. They grew up and attacked a threat they had never personally met. One dangerous person had become common knowledge in a population that never met him. It spread like gossip through a small town. Except this gossip outlived the person who started it. Recognizing a threat is one thing. This next test asked ravens for something much harder. Bernd Heinrich and Thomas Bugnyar found the same pattern in similar work on ravens themselves. A research group in Vienna asked a bigger question. Do ravens track more than just danger? They ran a trading game. A raven handed over a low-value token for a better reward. Some human testers were fair and always paid up. Others were cheats. They took the token and ate the reward right in front of the bird. A full month later, ravens choosing between testers avoided the cheats and sought out the fair ones. They did this even when the cheat was offering the bigger prize at that exact moment. A raven has a better memory for who owes it than most people do. It worked like a running ledger of exactly who could be trusted. None of this fits the old assumptions about bird brains. Birds don't have the layered, thinking tissue mammal brains use for planning and decisions. But they have their own version, a walnut-sized structure called the nidopallium caudolateral. Researchers now believe it does the same job, weighing options, making decisions, staying in control. In 2016, neuroscientist Susanna Herculano-Hosel found something that opened decades of assumptions. Gram for gram, a crow's brain packs in roughly twice the nerve cells of a monkey's. That walnut-sized brain can genuinely rival a monkey's brain power, just wired completely differently. Brain scans prove this plays out in real time. When crows looked at a threatening human face, their built-in alarm system lit up instantly. Their bodies prepared to flee. A caring, familiar face lit up a completely different pathway, the one tied to reward and food. Two separate reactions, automatic, the instant a familiar face comes into view. What's being stored in that memory looks less like a mugshot and more like a short story. Researchers call it episodic-like memory, a memory of one specific event, not just a general feeling. It's closer to, this exact person stole my food, at that spot, that one time. A raven doesn't even need to live through the moment itself to build a memory like that. In one study, a raven watched from a distance as a human treated a different raven unfairly. That raven later refused to cooperate with the same human, purely because of what it had seen happen to somebody else. A raven that never met you can still end up holding a grudge against you. 3 more findings make this even stranger. Flip a photo of a familiar face upside down, and Corvids suddenly struggle to recognize it. Slower, less accurate, exactly like humans do with upside-down faces. That suggests the bird reads a whole face at once, the same way people do. Second, each of a bird's eyes feeds mostly into the opposite side of its brain. Ravens tend to watch a suspicious stranger with their left eye. That side feeds the half of the brain more alert to threats. They watch a trusted, familiar person with their right eye instead. Third, and this one stretches furthest, ravens catching food change their strategy when they're being watched. They hide the food more carefully, or fake a hiding spot entirely. Like anyone adjusting their story, the moment they notice someone's watching. That's a basic form of guessing what's going on in another bird's head. The same brainpower that tracks a trusted or dangerous person is at work watching other ravens too. None of this is a mystery once you look at how ravens actually live. Young, unpaired ravens drift through large, shifting flocks, sharing tips about where to find food. Eventually, they pair up for life and settle down to defend one patch of land. Surviving that shifting world means constantly tracking who's a friend, who's a rival, who's trustworthy. That same skill works just as well on humans. Every person you meet is basically getting a background check, whether you know it or not. Humans are unpredictable. A trapper with a net 1 week, a source of food scraps the next. A raven that treated every human exactly the same would either starve or walk into danger. Remembering people as individuals solves that problem directly. Corvids and primates split from a shared ancestor more than 300 million years ago, long before anything like a modern brain existed on either side. Yet both groups ended up building the exact same 3 abilities, entirely on their own, recognizing individual faces, and holding onto emotional memories for years, and keeping track of exactly who's trustworthy. A raven's brain and a monkey's brain have never once compared notes, and they still landed on the exact same answer. That's called convergent evolution, when 2 unrelated lineages independently invent the same solution. It's strong evidence that being smart isn't locked to one particular kind of brain. Evolution keeps landing on the same idea: remember who did what to you. So the next time a raven holds your gaze a second too long, it's checking a memory. Somewhere behind those eyes, there's a file with your name on it, opened the moment your paths first crossed and never deleted since. You've been known this whole time, whether you noticed or not. See you next time with something else worth remembering.